gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
You're pitch. Right here. Let's go, kid.
Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off.
Guys, see you driving. Let's go, big dog.
The 2-1. Popped up. Castillo under it. Makes the grab, one away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr. Good contact guy, good defender.
The first baseman, Edward Jr.
Left field, way back there. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. 4-1 the final here today. From Tampa. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr. Hitless last night, and they only scored one run.
Edward.
In there, and it's 0-1.
All ones the count.
Hey, let her rip.
The wide to kick the pitch. Slings it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Now at the plate, Edward Jr.
For the Reds, the first baseman.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
1-1 now. Rips one to right. He's got it, and there's one down. Here's some real power at the plate. Edward Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And first offering is fouled off. These two offenses could put up runs in a hurry. Smash to the left side. Tosses to first. What a play. Inning over. Back here at Tropicana Field, here's a big power threat. Edward Jr.
The first baseman, Edward.
The pitch.
Jr.
There's a strike.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch right here.
The pitch. And that's outside.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. And the pitch. On a line, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw is offline. He's got a leadoff double.
Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud.
So they're down to their final out. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
First baseman.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
That one ripped, but foul.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Going 2 now. In the air, left field. Wang under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners win the rubber match of this 3-game series. A 7-5 crew here at Edward Jr. getting ready to hit.
Batting third, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that squirts through. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays. And he's already singled in this game.
Edward.
And the first offering is not close. Tied up here in the early going. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Righty to the plate. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 on the way. That one hooked foul.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time.
Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
Now back, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
This one smoked out to left. Stevens makes the ground, and there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over.
So up next, Edward Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate.
Edward Jr.
Swing and a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Nice double right there.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Schumm. One gone runner at first. And stepping in for the Rays, Edward Jr. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. First offering misses the mark.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
And there's something you don't see very much in today's game, the pitch out. Righty delivers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock.
One down. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Edward Jr. Ripped into left center, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Drove that ball nicely. Put a great.
Edward Jr. now at the plate.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
Ripped on a line. And that's the third out. So first and second with two outs. Edward Jr. will hit next.
The first baseman, Edward Jr.
Popped up. Sanchez under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. New inning getting started. Now up for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr. The wind of the pitch.
The first baseman.
That one drifts inside.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Next pitch is outside. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Time asked for now ahead of the 3-1 pitch. The 3-1. 3-1 and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about. I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle of the pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
Batting third, the first baseman.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
And the right-hander deals. And he grounds one back up the middle, and that one finds its way through. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a...
All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Edward Jr.
The first baseman, Edward.
Next pitch downstairs, and that is ball one. Kicks and deals. That one misses, and that's ball two.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
All right, one time, right here.
The pitch. There's a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The pitch. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
So now 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out.
First and second, one out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Adios, pelota. Home run number 60 on the year. And they grab the lead. It's 4-1.
So impressive how he was able to go.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward.
First offering misses the mark.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
One down, base is empty. And now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. In there safely. And now here is Edward Jr., a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. How big a deal is that walk?
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 5. And you got your.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Edward Jr.
Batting third, the first baseman, Edward.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's outside.
These two guys, a lot of respect for one another.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Foul ball there. The next offering misses, and that's ball 3. No score, just getting started, top of the first. And he walked him.
That's inside. Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free.
Back here in St. Louis, leading off, Edward Jr.
Leading off for the Rays, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
Ellis back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. And there's a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Now this is in the air down the line. Sato right there to make the grab. And there's one away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
And stepping in for the Rays, Edward Jr.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. Moreno aboard here at first with nobody out. Next one misses. 1-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Here's a 1-1. Outside corner, there's a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
At the belt and fires. That one ran inside, almost got him. Runner at first with no outs here. And down on strikes. One away here in the fifth. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. To the left side, but it is well fouled. And the lefty with the 0-1. Now 1-1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Next offering misses, and it's a full count.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job.
So digging in, Edward Jr. The switch hitter batting right.
Edward Jr.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. How big a deal? And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
6 runs, 11 hits.
All right, take it.
And now Edward Jr. Another solid power season. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
First pitch just misses.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
And a pitch. There's the strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a good eye there.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
That one hammered left field. And brings it in at the wall.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Back here at Busch Stadium. And the batter now, Edward Jr. Reyes back to work.
The first baseman.
There's a swing and a drive.
Jr.
Adios, pelota.
He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now, guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
Come on, ladies. Speed up. Got it. we go. Let it fly right here.
And that's in there for strike one.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
The next offering misses, and that's ball one.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Wellington on third. Moreno at second. Chavez at first. 1 gone. In the air, out towards left center. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 3-1.
So these guys understand how important.
And your final 3-1. Now up for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr.
Batting third, the first baseman, Edward.
On the ground, right side. And that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch. Right now.
Ground ball to the right side. Davis takes it himself, and the inning is over. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Witt keeping an eye on him. Moreno, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Hey, see it. Rip it. Here you go.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ruiz gets under it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Tampa back at Yankee Stadium. Stepping in, Edward Jr. And here it comes. And that skips in the dirt.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, 1 down. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And they have this 4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. So 2 down, stepping in the long ball threat, Edward Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Now that's smacked to right center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is the 3rd out. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Edward Jr., leading the AL in batting average. That one fouled off. And the pitch. And it's 1-1.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Out towards left center. Ruiz on the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Now it's going to be Edward Jr.
Now back.
Come on, big
the
guy,
first
get your
baseman,
pitch.
Edward Jr.
That's towards center. Dennis pulls that one down, and there's one down. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've... Now it's the power speed combo. Edward Jr.
Now back. The first baseman, Edward Jr.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And stepping in for the Rays, Edward Jr.
Batting third, the first baseman, Edward.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. And that one hammered back there. Adios, pelota.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edward.
First offering misses the mark.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage. Man, those are the types of hits.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr.
For Tampa Bay, the first baseman, Edward Jr.
That's ripped into the outfield. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat.
Back now in the Bronx. And now the big-time power threat, Edward Jr.
The first baseman,
0-1.
Jr.
The wind of the pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Just a huge at bat right there. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And now George Miller. Runner on the move. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first down. Brian Reyes, next to hit for the Rays. That's to third. Whips it across, and 2 away now.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Dominique Perez. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees.
And stepping in for the Rays, Zeke Lawson for the 4th time tonight. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
And he deals. Way inside, gets out of the way.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
2-2 down. That one missing inside.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
The Rays strand just the one. Score holds at 4-3. Now here is Edward Jr.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Dart back to work.
Jr.
Center field. Dennis moving under this one. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Cut off. Now a throw home. He scores on the sac fly, and it's now 5-4.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down.
And now Edward Jr.
Batting third, the first baseman, Edward.
Hard hit right side. He steps on the bag. 1 out in the top of the first. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything? Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Edward Jr. leading the American League in hitting entering the day. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first. And that is that. Now up for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be...
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one hops against the fence. He's in safely at second, and a run comes in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Rob Riley on the pitch here. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
He's in there. Brian Reyes digs in now. Left-hand hitter waits. Good eye in that spot. Movement in the Yankees pen. Emil Moreno getting ready to go. Anderson warming up as well. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. The punch out there, and there's 2 away.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. And a pitch. And it goes just foul. Junior on third with 2 out. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 outs, bases full. Here's a big power threat. Edward Jr.
Edward Jr.
Out there to center. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. And the Rays leave him. 4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Edward Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate.
Edward Jr.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there, and that's ball two. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Adios, pelota. He powers that one out to left. His 63rd home run of the season. It's 1-0.
That's the exact definition.
2 outs, nobody on. Edward Jr. getting ready to hit.
First baseman, Edward Jr.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 2 away with nobody on. Next is switch hitting first baseman Edward Jr.
First baseman, Edward
And that one wrapped
Jr.
foul. The 0-1. And a foul ball.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
The 0-2. Good eye right there.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Left-hand batter waits. Stays alive.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
And a base hit into right center field. And that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Josh Garcia gets the ball now. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Well, at this point,
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike, and it's safe. It's a stolen base.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far. When you don't have a good thrower behind the plate, he's going to steal third almost stand.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Next is the speedy first baseman, Edward Jr.
The first baseman, Edward Jr.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is a 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Base is empty with 2 away. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
The first baseman, Edward.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. The pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The wind to kick the pitch. And down on strikes he goes. That's the third out. Nothing doing for. So 1 out, nobody on. And now the first baseman, Edward Jr.
First baseman, Edward.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Home team down a run as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Next pitch is popped up. Morales drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it.
Now it's the power speed combo. Edward Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Ground ball left side to first. Inning over. Back here at the ballpark, and now Edward Jr.
Leading off for the Rays,
Valenzuela back to work.
Edward.
That's in there.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Kicks and fires. And now 1 and 2.
If you're on the mound right. Right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And down on strikes. And now 1 away.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Edward Jr. 2 for 7 in the series so far.
The first baseman, Edward Jr.
First pitch just misses.
A guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
Next offering is way upstairs. And the righty deals. This to center field. Baez settles under this one. And that'll do it. We head to. And welcome back. Ready to go. Bottom four. To the batter now, Edward Jr.
The first baseman.
The right-hander back to work.
Junior.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for two. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the fourth.
Well, that'll make you feel good as it.
And stepping in for the Rays, Edward Jr.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Chavez, the base runner at first with one out.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Adios, pelota. A two-run shot, and they slice into the lead. It's 4-2.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run.
2 outs, base is empty. Edward Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
Edward Jr.
And that one hit to first. Takes it himself out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 8-2 the final here.